Hey, good afternoon, everybody. As I said earlier in the pre live segment, we've got a couple of things to talk about today. Number one is phase two of I-CORP is completed and installed on the platform. Now, the thing I'm most excited about, some of you may have seen it, some of you may have not. Before we get into that, thank you for being here. If you are watching live, press 1 in the chat box. If you're watching the replay, please press 2 in the chat box. Back to what we were talking about with the new thing. I have installed, it's live on the platform right now. If you are retiring or ETSing, if you have used the resume builder, to go along with that, I have created an pre-interview app. You just answer one or two little questions. Well, no, that's not true. You answer 4 questions. Hit start. Instead of doing all this typing, your mind is able to work. The AI actually reads your information. It'll ask you interview questions that are real, that you can expect to have at a future potential employer. So these questions are real. The system will ask you the question, you answer it. Now, here's where it got really interesting. I told my business partner that, hey, guess what? I got this AI to talk to me. He goes, it can't do that. Yes, it can. It does. So you answer the interview question. It goes over your answer. It remembers it word for word. It goes over your answer. And then it tells you your strong points, weak points, certain phrases to change. It gives you a stronger presence when you go into an interview with a civilian employer. Your resume has already gone from military speak to civilian speak. That's fantastic. But when they start asking you questions, what are you going to do? You still got military in the brain. You're all military. Your language is military. So the pre-interview sets you up for being able to answer in a way they understand. Now, that is by no means saying anyone's stupid and they can't handle an interview. It's years of military jargon just comes out. Sometimes it comes out on its own. There's not a whole lot we can do about it. So go in there, use the resume writer, turn your military experience and transfer it to civilian experience. Take the suggestions that it says your experience here, and once it gets done writing, says you'll be perfect for this type or these types of jobs. Look and see if any of them there are what you want, something that you're interested in. If not, when you do the pre-interview, you still put your MOS in there, your years of service, all of that. But then it'll ask you what job you're looking for. If it's none of the ones the resume writer offered you, then put it in there what you want. The interview program will adjust questions to fit that particular job category that you're looking for. So please, resume writer, then the interview process. Try it, use it. Let me know what you think. Send me your feedback. Well, that's all on that for right now. So now we're going to jump over to the disability estimator. I talked to a veteran the other day that had just got out. I asked him, about his disability, this, that, and the other. He goes, "There's nothing wrong with me." He said, "I don't need to go on disability." I said, "Okay, were you ever injured in the military?" "Well, I did have a broken ankle, but that doesn't bother me anymore." I said, "Yet." He went, "What?" I said, "Yet." What happens when you get older or you move to someplace where there's different weather? The cold gets to you, the rain gets to you, arthritis sets in your ankle. You can't walk. You start walking with a limp. Then you need a cane. What happens then? I didn't think about that. Well, of course you didn't. Were you injured anywhere else in the military while you were in there? Knee, back, shoulder? Did you get migraines? Well, he said, "I had my jaw cracked." "Oh, but there's nothing wrong with you." Sit down, write everything down, go through the estimator while you're there, go through the resume writer, go through the interview technique. If you're interested in AI, either working for somebody or starting your own business, I've got courses in there for that too. There's a weekly newsletter that goes out. There's a weekly blog that goes out. I will be starting live training sessions here shortly. We have a giveaway going on. Every month there's a huge giveaway. Go to Facebook, look it up. It's in there. If you're interested, if you want the prizes, they're free, no cost to you. Just go in there, sign up. 17 days left for this giveaway, and then we start the next one. If there's enough interest in it, we'll make it permanent. If not, man, we'll figure something else. But right now, I think it's the way to go. So again, thank you for chiming in. Thank you for being here and the support. Like I said, if you're watching live, put a 1 in the comments. If you're watching the replay, put 2 in the comments. Oh, let's see what else has been going on. I was invited as a speaker on LA Times, or LA Tribune, sorry. LA Tribune Leadership Week. Huge thanks to Mo Rock for putting it together, Danny Walsh for the back end, behind the scenes, hours and hours and hours of work. Karen Hall, who was a great host. Unfortunately, I got asked a question and I forgot to breathe. I spent my entire speaker time talking and explaining, so hopefully they'll bring me back next year. Julianne was great. Everybody behind the scenes, the producers, the co-producers, everybody. Over 300 speakers. So I had a great time there. a couple of days went by and I was asked to speak on a panel. So I accepted that and had a great time there also. Um, Danny Walsh, Rex Sykes, myself, um, Tom, I forget his name, and guys, I'm sorry, these cancer meds just screw with my brain. Um, the other gentleman that Danny works with, I've got the utmost respect for him, and I can't even bring his name right now. Unbelievable. Uh, wow. Should be by um, Paul. And his last name will come to me here in a few minutes. Paul's an excellent speaker, excellent coach for people. Anyway, the panel got some great questions out of it, got some great answers out of it, got some great information out of it. If you didn't make it this year, try to make it next year instead of a leadership week. I think they're doing a leadership month because of the participation and everything that was involved in it. Okay, let me see, what else was I going to talk about here. Sometimes I remember, sometimes I don't. Terrific. Me and my brain, huh? I know so we had the leadership week. We spoke about the new interview practice session that you talk to it talks to you. We're looking for some really good things. Oh, our merch store is going to launch soon. Forgot about that. That's coming up. The merch store is going to come up soon. So, t-shirts, hoodies, coffee cup, a lot of the same stuff. So if you're interested in that when it comes up, if you do not see something in there that you would like to see, let me know. I'll reach out and see what we can do to get that in there. Other than that, not a whole lot going on at the moment. So I don't waste your time. I will cut this off, and if I think of anything else, I will definitely put it on next week's live. So this will be a short one today. Again, thank you everybody for watching. Hope to see you soon. One last thing, I am launching my own show coming up. I think sometime next month. So stay tuned for more on that. All right, we're done.